Hi and welcome to Active Bryant Systems. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel and watching this video today. This video is all about sports massage and my experience of working and studying with other professionals doing a very intensive course. Please subscribe. And the sports massage course in itself was very, very good. The lecturer was very, very good. But what I found is that the people on the course, it felt like to me they was closed and trapped in their own minds. And what I mean by that is that, I've got a degree of life and a degree of where I studied with an institute for over 7 or 8 years to get the qualification that I've got. But I've not been to university and studied that way. And what I found with these people is that they were so tunnel visioned and so closed-minded to new ideas and new ways of looking at things, which I was quite surprised about. And I very much work in my right brain, and then I use my left brain for my business side. So if you don't know the difference between left and right brain dominance, is that when you're dominant in your right brain, it means that you believe in woo-woo stuff like crystals and how they work, and you don't need to see too much science. You may be quite religious, or you may be somebody that is an artist or somebody like that. Whereas if you're a left brain dominant person, you need to see science of everything. You need to pull everything apart, and you don't trust your own internal self, in my opinion. So when I was on this course, there was me and 3 other trainers, and the rest were physios, osteos, and 1 doctor. And the doctor was quite an aloof person. I tried to chat to him, tried to share some stuff with him, but he didn't seem to get what I was trying to put across. And he said that I had really strong opinions. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with having a strong opinion? Surely you can be free to have an opinion of whatever you want in life. Or has the doctor been so programmed that he doesn't have a free opinion anymore, and that somebody that has strong opinions is not allowed to have that? So I was making, random statements in class, not to piss people off, but to get them thinking and to open them up a bit more, and for me to give different opinions on different things. So that might have pissed some people off. I don't care, but I was just on a course. And so the sports massage course overall was really, really, really good, but really intensive. So I was there for, I think it was 6 days. I had to be there at 9, finish at 5 or 4. And, after 3 or 4 days, your brain starts to not take in as much information because it's like being bombarded and stuff like that. But the thing that I took away from that is that palpating and having more hands-on work on people, you can connect and understand their bodies on a much deeper level. But what you got to remember is that when you're working with people's bodies, you got to be careful that you don't take on their energies. So you got to protect yourself before you work with people. And if I see a massage therapist that's overweight, I won't go and book them because I don't want that stagnant energy going into my body, because I'm quite a receptive person and I feel energy a hell of a lot. So if I go into an environment that is unfriendly, I'll feel it in my body. So I'll have to get out of there very, very quickly. So with the sports massage course, the only thing with it is that what I understand from people with more experience than me in sports massage, like my friend Robin, is that you can't fix somebody with one treatment. But some people will see their massage therapist once a month. How can you expect to get change and benefit with once a month? The same with one-to-one personal training. If you see your trainer I had a call yesterday and the client wanted to train with me once a week, and she's 3 stone overweight. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And she wasn't even in the gym. So, when it comes to sports massage, in my opinion, if you've got a sports injury, you need to see the therapist at least 5 or 10 times. for the therapist to really do their job and to really get benefit. But unfortunately, in the personal training world and in the massage world, they let the client dictate what they want. But so instead of the therapist giving the client what they need, the client is dictating what they want and then not following through. So then the client won't get out of full pain. They'll get a badder injury if they're a runner or whatever they're doing. May get worse simply because they're not listening to their therapist. So it's highly important that if you're a personal trainer or you're a therapist or you're somebody that's looking at using my services, I make sure that I do everything with congruency and honesty. So if you come to me and you go, oh, I've got shoulder pain, I want to get out of it in 1 week, can you do it? I will say no, because it's not, I've got so many other things to change with the system that I've learned. With physiotherapists, there's some great physiotherapists out there, there's some really bad physiotherapists out there. And the great thing on the course is that the physiotherapists were in fantastic shape. They were lean, they were cut. One of them was a sprinter and he was ripped. He looked absolutely fantastic. But he was in his 20s, so will he still look in the same shape that he's in his 20s when he hits 30? When hormones and stuff starts to change. But it was great to see that they was all in shape. Some of them had bad posture and stuff like that, but they won't know about the stuff that I know. Like I was speaking to the physio and I said, do you look at gut health and the relationship to pain and gut health? No, we don't even look at that. And I was quite surprised that they don't look at that. That's majorly important. Your organs and your skeletal system and your muscle system is only as healthy as your organs and the food that you're putting inside. So when you go to university as a doctor, you do 2 days on nutrition. When you go to university to become a physio, you don't do anything on nutrition. And I think when you go into university and study osteopathy, they still don't do anything on nutrition. When I was doing my sports massage course, they didn't talk about nutrition at all, which I thought was really shocking. And I went to the lecturer and I went, you know, you're talking about lower back pain and different injuries, but you're not looking at food or diet or the relationship to the organs. And he went, yeah, but this is a sports massage course, Scott. And I'm like, yes, it is a sports massage course, but surely you should be covering that, at least saying, you know, different foods cause allergies, different foods can cause pain. So when you're massaging your client, you need to talk about their diet, because this is fundamentally what you may need to look at to get them out of pain. Or you may be going, Scott, it's a sports massage course. But I feel that it's maybe a link that they're missing. And I feel that with what I do with clients of getting out of pain, I know that if I can rectify their diet, I can rectify their pain. I know that if I can change their posture, get their core stronger, with doing all these assessments that I do as a Chek practitioner, then I know that I can definitely help that client. So I enjoy massage myself. I enjoy giving massages, and I found the course to be really, really good. It taught me it taught me neuromuscular therapy. It taught me a bit of lymphatic drainage. It taught me how to check for flexibility, which I already knew from the Chek stuff. Yeah, the course was really, really good, but super, super intense. So I highly recommend it if you want to do sports massage as a Chek practitioner or as a personal trainer or as a coach. You've got to do it because it gives you even more skills to help your client. But you must be strong with your client and say, look, for us to rectify this problem, we need to do this on a regular basis. But what you need to make sure of is that you need to say to that client is when your energy's low, you're not going to do it. Because if you're going to do it when your energy's low, you're just putting tired energy into your client. And you don't want to be doing that. But I found that when I was massaging people on the course that I felt energized, I felt more balanced after the session of massaging them. My massage didn't make me tired. So I suppose that's something that you need to perfect in your treatments with your clients, that you wear a crystal, that you do some Tai Chi afterwards, that you do some exercise after the training session or the massage session, and you eat really good food to give you energy to be able to do that massage. So I hope you enjoyed this video on my sports massage course and what I learned from it and how it may help you, and what, you know, we covered left and right brain dominance and how you can see that in people, and how I saw that on the course where people were very like that. They weren't letting go, they wasn't relaxing really. And it was all about knowing anatomy and physiology. Yeah, you do need to know anatomy and physiology, but if you can't feel with your hands and you can't do things properly with your hands and just relax when you're doing it, then the client's not going to have a good experience and they won't come back for more. Okay, so I'm Scott Bryant. Thank you for listening to my video on sports massage. Please subscribe there. Please like, please spread the video. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.